All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Devil's Den. So, big news going around the NHL, as well as the New Jersey Devils fan base. Sheldon Keefe has been named the head coach of the New Jersey Devils. So, that's huge news because we were sort of waiting for the Devils to make a decision on the head coach. But before we get started on everything today, really quick shout out. We are officially at 79 subscribers, guys. We are trying to get to 90 by probably the end of the summer. Preferably end of July. I feel like end of June, end of July, that's manageable. Get those 10 or 11 more subs in. If you're currently watching and you're not already subbed, hit the sub button. It is completely free. We do videos like these for every single New Jersey Devils game, as well as we do videos during the offseason, trades, signings, all that good stuff. So, just wanted to get that off the chest, so let's jump into today. We're talking about Sheldon Keefe as the new head coach of the New Jersey Devils and my predictions for the Eastern Conference Final and the Western Conference Final. My predictions for who's going to win that, how many games, so on and so forth. So, Sheldon Keefe is the brand new head coach of the New Jersey Devils. And honestly, this was kind of the guy that I wanted. I wanted Keefe to be the new head coach. There was some rumblings that maybe Mike Sullivan was going to be considered a serious contender for a head coach. Would have loved Mike Sullivan. Guy has a history of success. Guy has a history of victory. Has a history of winning Stanley Cups. Now, Sheldon Keefe is not a bad pick whatsoever. Guy has had success wherever he has gone. It is unfortunate that his time at the Maple Leafs was what it was, only making it out of the first round one time. But I'm sorry, right now the New Jersey Devils are not a playoff team. They didn't make the playoffs. So as of right now, the Leafs have had more success than the New Jersey Devils have had so far, including this year. So Sheldon Keefe, welcome to the team. I tip my hat to you, sir, and I hope that Keefe genuinely has all of the success, all of the good fortune when coaching for New Jersey. I think it's huge. He's a Calder Cup champion, right? Guy won the Calder Cup with, I believe, the London Knights back in the day. He, again, almost every tenure he had with the Leafs from year to year to year to year to year has made the playoffs every single time. Obviously, the Leafs are not successful in the playoffs. That's because they are a cursed team, which has some sort of voodoo magic on their side, but this is also a coach that has taken really young guys, like rookie guys, and helped craft and mold them into a really great hockey team, which is exactly the kind of guy that New Jersey needs right now. You have a core of really young, really talented guys, and now you get to have Keefe, who has that experience of crafting and molding young guys into superstars. You get to have that for New Jersey. That is a phenomenal signing. Fitz, great job on that, buddy. I was really hoping it wasn't going to be Woodcroft. I don't like Woodcroft as a coach. He's had 3 years in the NHL, one of which was he was named head coach when Edmonton was already successful. The second year, great. Third year, dumpster fires. This guy is very inconsistent. Sheldon Keefe, much better, much more consistent coach. I hope that he has a great time in New Jersey. I hope the guys on the team have a really good sense of chemistry with Keefe, and I think that Keefe's going to bring a sort of fresh perspective on how the team should play, especially with those young guys, as well as working with those older guys like Palat and like Hamilton to sort of guide those young players into like the top tier kind of guys in the NHL. Again, he's done it with the Leafs when he's dealt with guys like John Tavares, or dealt with guys like Jumbo Joe Thornton, or dealing with older guys to help kind of pave the way for these sort of younger guys. Really quickly, I just because I'm noticing this now as I'm recording this, my camera is incredibly fuzzy, and I don't know why. That's not going to be good for the video. That's fine. Anyways, moving on. So I apologize for the visual, because I don't know if the audio is being affected. I really hope not. But the camera is super fuzzy right now, and I'm not 100% sure why. It's probably from the repairs that I had to do on the phone. Anyways, doesn't matter. Let's continue. I'll figure this out later. But yeah, welcome to the Teef. Welcome to the Teef. My God, I cannot speak. Welcome to the team, Sheldon Keefe. Yeah, great job. Got the job. Good for him. So, Eastern Conference versus Western Conference Finals. These are tough ones, guys. We already had game one. I know I'm a little behind on the predictions, but I wanted to get ahead of it. Florida Panthers versus the New York Rangers. Both teams are incredibly hot. Both teams are incredibly dangerous. Both teams have had all-star goaltending. Both teams have all-star offense. The Rangers, I want to give the Rangers more points on defense just because of guys like Adam Fox. I really do. But I can't believe I'm going to say this, and I might get flack for this. I think that the Florida Panthers probably have a more underrated offensive team than the Rangers do. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to say it, okay? With all the talk of Panarin, Zibanejad, Lafreniere, all of these like high Chris Kreider, Trocheck, like all of these offensive powerhouses, and then like Florida's got Reinhart and Barkov, and like they've got a good offense, but I feel like on paper Rangers might have a better offense. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I feel like that's the case. But you know what? I'm gonna be honest, guys. Despite all of that, I think my gut is telling me Florida. I think we're getting Florida in 6 or 7 games. I think Bobrovsky really has to be the one to shut the door on New York, like he did last night. I think the defense of Florida is going to come up really clutch during these games to shut down the powerhouse of the Rangers. But I think I'm going to say Florida in 7. Just because I think Florida takes the edge, but not by much. I hate to be the Rangers go because I will never do that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give Florida in 7. And I think it's gonna come down to Bobrovsky. I think it's gonna come down to the defense, and I think it's gonna come down to those for both sides. It's gonna be Bobrovsky versus Shesterkin, and it's gonna be Rangers defense versus Florida defense, because we know how effective and how lethal both sides of the offense have been all year. And even in previous years, right? With Florida being as lethal as it has been in previous years. So, Western Conference, we have the Edmonton Oilers versus the Dallas Stars. I originally picked Edmonton in 6 against Vancouver. I think that Dallas is a much stronger team than Vancouver with so much playoff experience and so much lethality. I honestly think that we're probably getting Dallas. I'm going to go with my gut here because my gut's been proven correct on a lot of these playoff matchups so far. I'm going to say Dallas in 6. Wouldn't surprise me if it went to 7, but I think Dallas in 6. I think that Edmonton is too good of a team to not be taken seriously. I think that their constant problems in the Western Conference Final and in the second round have made them hungry for a Stanley Cup final appearance, which would be so cool as someone from Canada getting a Canadian team in a cup final like we had with Montreal, but no one really seemed to care because that was the COVID year, but doesn't matter. I still think, though, it's going to be Dallas in 6. I think we're getting Dallas Stars versus Florida Panthers in the Stanley Cup final. And oh God, I think people will legitimately complain. I think that people would rather see Edmonton versus Rangers because it's a lot more poppy and more fire and more, a lot more entertainment there. I think you're going to see Dallas versus Florida. I really do. I could be totally wrong, but that's my prediction. Dallas in 6, Florida in 7. I think we're getting Dallas versus Florida, Stanley Cup final. That's my take. That is my take. So, I'm going to wrap it up here because we are approaching the 10-minute mark. Again, if you've made it this far, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a comment if you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like the video. And again, if you're not already subbed, hit that subscribe button. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Adios.